one, specifically the matchup at the center position.
Yeah, let's remember, there were some years where people thought centers were becoming obsolete, and now they might be the most important position in this league.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. Filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Rizachet. And it's Young in at the 1 spot. And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. Maxey into the lane, and slam dunk by Maxey.
What you love about Max is he plays with so much energy, it's hard to keep up with.
Young against Maxey. Outside, Porzingis. 5 on the clock. Over Maxey. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Nice shot, Porzingis with the length and the touch.
Embiid with a screen on Young. Pass to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Oh boy, to be Young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, the Sixers are one of the more high-variance teams in the league. With their star veterans in PG and Embiid fully healthy, they have a chance to win the East. Without, they'll need to lean heavily on their promising young players.
They're plenty talented. Thank you, Shams.
Defense looks helpless against Embiid on that slam. He's just too physical.
Embiid with the steal. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. A three-pointer off the mark. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Porzingis sets the pick for Young. Outside, Porzingis. They get a hand on it. Embiid with it. And Young picks him up defensively. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Oubre for 3. Porzingis with the rebound. The Hawks trail. Porzingis with a screen on Maxey. And now Philadelphia on the break. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Maxey's got 5 now.
Dialing it up from distance, Maxey with great confidence.
Young drives in. And now the fast break, and Embiid with the ball. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Philadelphia?
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
Here's George after the basket by Atlanta. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Porzingis, that's a 2, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance. And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Young with the ball. Now defended by Oubre. Young against Oubre. Shot clock at 6. Here's the teardrop. He gets that one. Young's got his second basket of the night.
And just good at staying under control. Even when Young is under duress, he just keeps his composure.
And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Trailing by 4. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. A free throw off from Porzingis.
And at 7-3, Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities. And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Young against Maxey. To Porzingis. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Porzingis has got 8.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
Kelly Oubre out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Edwards. Then it's Paul George. And it's Maxey in at the point. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. Now, here is Young. Johnson with a screen on Maxey. So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, and that can be as difficult as anything.
Maxey with it, defended by Young. Oubre passes to Maxey. There's the drive, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Maxey's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Physical scoring guard, Maxey is at home on the inside.
Young against Embiid. Lets a floater go. Porzingis on the follow. He's got 10.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Maxey kicks to Embiid. Embiid punches it down.
Such great feel for the game and where his teammates are. Maxey letting his basketball IQ take over.
Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds and move like he did, not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
Now George, after Jalen Johnson missing on the last three-pointer. And it's Oubre, he's the drive, and finished off by Oubre.
A powerful finisher, Oubre Jr. You deserve to get dunked on when you let him get inside.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Now, here's Maxey. 9 points in the game so far. Embiid kicks to Oubre. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Maxey passes to Oubre. And the layup is good. Oubre's got 4 points this quarter.
Crafty at cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
Porzingis sets the pick for Young. Fires the three. Drills the three-pointer. Young's got 7 points.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
Porzingis with the steal.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Edwards against Young. Right side Daniels. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The 76ers leading by 3. Maxey kicks to Embiid. It's George on the wing, guarded by Rizichet. Count the basket. He's got 5.
Continuing to impress as a playmaker. George's ability to facilitate an offense is one of his many strengths.
Now, here is Young. He's got 7. The wide open look here for Porzingis. A three-pointer, no good. The 76ers have gotten all of their first 6 shots to go in here in the second. What a quarter so far. Here's George. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And for over a decade in the NBA, Greg, Paul George was as scary a wing as you'd find.
Man, a two-way terror with elite size and athleticism. The Sixers paid him hoping for more of the same. But can he hold off Father Time?
Count that one.
Oh, crafty move there by Young, finessing his way around the contact.
Maxey attacking. Oubre, no one around him. Misses the 3. The Hawks trail by 5. Young looking it over. Pass to Porzingis, and stolen by Maxey. Here's Embiid. This is where Embiid wants the ball.
A gifted interior scorer. When Embiid establishes himself down there, he is almost automatic.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Good on the bucket.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Now here's Embiid. He's got 10. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Getting up and finishing. Maxey leaving no doubt.
High post Young. Three-pointer Daniels. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. Great. Allie, thank you so much for that interview. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with you for the second half of the game right after this.
Attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One half to go. Porzingis having a dominant impact in this game.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
On the court for Atlanta, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Kennard. Then it's Okongwu, and Gay is in at the power forward. Shot clock at 3. A nice shot by McCain.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Kennard with the ball. He's picked up by Drummond. Here's Okongwu. And he jams it right over Andre Drummond. Wow!
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Here's Krejci. Second chance shot. Gay's shot is good. Gay's got his first bucket in this one.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Here's Grimes. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the 76ers lead by 7.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Up again. Pass to Alexander-Walker. Okongwu with a screen on McCain. And he makes that one. Alexander-Walker's got his first points of the night. The 76ers leading by 5. Here's McCain. And that one is stuffed right through.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Drummond. Okongwu grabs the board. The Hawks trail by 5. Okongwu with the screen for Kennard. Right wing. The Hawks working the ball around. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Alexander-Walker on the wing. McCain defending. Basket good.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
He takes it in. Drummond in the post. Okongwu on him. Drummond with a screen on Kennard. Grimes finds Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
Drummond, a huge target rolling to the rim.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Sixers are trying to pull it all together. Joel Embiid said, we still can compete for a championship, but this is going to take time. We have a lot of talent, but we still have to go out and actually do it. It's just hard. We've got a pretty good chance to accomplish something. Kevin, back to you.
It's all about health. All right, Allie, we thank you very much.
just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
RJ is an elite floor spacer. Luke Kennard has made quite a living.
Of his 9 years in the league, he's only shot under 40% from three 2 times. And in both those years, he shot 39%. That's elite level consistency.
Second team foul.
And here are the 76ers now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Grimes. Buries the long-range jumper. Grimes has got 5 points now in the quarter.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league. Give the defender credit, willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Walker in the corner. Back to Grimes. Just 5 on the clock. The 76ers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Drummond. Kelly Oubre comes in for Trendon Watford. Edwards, he's checked in for Walker. And Georgia subbed in for Jared McCain. Now here's Porzingis. 12 points for him. Here's Young, and he drives in, and he converts the layup. Young's got 13.
At his best when attacking the rim. Young not settling for a jumper, putting the onus on the D.
Pass to George. Now here's Embiid. Launches it. Johnson with the rebound. Here's Porzingis. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we've reached the end of the 3rd. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. They've got Edwards. Joel Embiid out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's Maxey. And it's George in at the 2. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Now, here is Young. After the miss from Tyrese Maxey. Back to Young. It's stolen by Edwards. And George kicks to Edwards. And it's Jalen Johnson with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Maxey against Young. Clock at 6. Maxey into the lane. Porzingis with the block.
Big time rejection from Porzingis. You must be careful trying to shoot when he's lurking nearby.
Shots good from Young.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Johnson, good.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Maxey into the lane. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Hawks have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. George against Young. Outside Porzingis to take the lead. Oubre with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Good!
When Maxey is feeling himself, he can really fill up that stat sheet.
Young plays it in off the window.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot. This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
Attacking in a big moment. Maxey is not holding back.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. They trail by 3, driving the lane. Rizachet with it. Maxey covering. Paul George with the steal. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Johnson with a screen on Maxey. Here's Johnson. And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Young against Maxey. Now Johnson. Oh, wow!
Is powerful.
Oh, that is a big-time jam.
Excellent ball movement. Young being unselfish.
Now here's Embiid. Outside Edwards. Here's George. 6 on the shot clock. Driving to the basket.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
He drills the 3.
Coming up big. What poise from Rizachet on that clutch bucket.
Maxey attacking.
When it comes down to crunch time, Maxey wants the ball in his hands.
Maxey against Young. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the 4th. With the floater. Porzingis is double. Young against George. 18 feet away. Embiid with the rebound. And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
At the line for your Sixers.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Taking 2 shots.
And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. Young against George. Porzingis sets the pick for Young. Can they tie it? The 3 is off. So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they
can both go deep into their bench. That's a luxury.
Yeah, a luxury indeed. And they don't have to worry as much about foul trouble or guys getting worn down. Credit to both front offices for building such complete rosters.
A look at Orlando's opening lineup. Suggs and Bain team up as the backcourt. Wagner and Banchero, the lethal front court pair. And it's Carter in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And so here is Philadelphia. The Magic making their last shot. Maxey attacking. Pass to Embiid. And it's Orlando with a rebound.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And it's slammed in by Carter.
He simply overpowers defenders when met with contact. Wendell Carter Jr. is tough as they come.
Orlando shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. All right, Clark, let me ask you this. What can other big men learn from Wendell Carter Jr.?
I like his steadiness. He's shown a maturity since he's been in the league. He doesn't seem to get too high or low emotionally. You need fire and competitiveness and physicality to play down low, but you still have to control yourself, and I think he does a good job of that.
Now here's Suggs. And Carroll passes to Suggs. And Carroll against Oubre. Just 5 on the clock. Carter, a screen on Oubre. Here's Banchero. Here's Carter. Tries again. And that's 2 points on the layup. Carter's got 5.
Right there. I mean, Carter using his instincts and his motor to track down the miss and convert it into second chance points. That's just really good work.
Maxey finds George. On the take. And stolen by Bain. Here we go. Here's Suggs. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Cleared to fly. Here comes Mr. Suggs lifting off.
Maxey passes to Oubre. The kick out to Maxey. Over Suggs. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012, seems like they spent about a decade in limbo, Grant.
That's so true, B.A. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up.
Yep, that one's good.
That's the thing about Suggs, a footballer in high school. He gives you physicality in the backcourt.
Pass to Embiid. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Wagner. Carter, a screen on Edwards. And the dunk by Wagner.
Good decision that time by Wagner, taking it straight line to the rim. The defense had no chance to stop it.
Embiid, a screen on Suggs. Maxey, 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Joel Embiid over the years has had some tough luck with injuries. He said, I've broken my face twice. I came back early with the risk of losing my vision, broken fingers. I still came back. I wish I was as lucky as others, but that doesn't mean I'm not trying to do whatever it takes to be out there. Back to you, Brian.
Thanks a lot, Allie.
And sometimes with George, it doesn't really matter where he's squaring up from. If he's in rhythm, even from distance, you've got to get a hand in his face or he'll drain it.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Magic.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Philadelphia shooting their second attempt at the line tonight. And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has been everything, Grant.
Oh my, his growth both with his play, but also with his leadership has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy that really helps pull this team together.
Now here's Wagner. Back to Bain. And Banchero with a screen on Maxey. Open shot, Banchero gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Yeah, with his bigger build, Banchero sets a solid pick, and then he quickly rolls into open position.
Pass to Embiid. For 3, George. And stolen by Bane. Let's go with a 3. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Outside Maxey. And here's Embiid. Back to Maxey. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
You know, Maxey finds all kinds of ways to score, and he knows only one speed. Flat out, all out.
Suggs, no good. Pass to Embiid. Takes the 3. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for the Magic guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. Wagner and Banchero, the lethal front court pair. Suggs and Bane team up as the backcourt, and it's Carter in at the center position.
You gotta D-up Bane from the corner, or else he'll bury those shots in bunches.
In terms of two-way guards, Grant, Desmond Bane is as good as any. What do you see in his game?
Well, just look at him, B.A. Bane is so strong. That really helps him there on the defensive end. And offensively, a lights-out three-point shooter.
Here's Bane. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Banchero with a screen on Maxey. From deep, Bane. And another 3 for Orlando.
Anytime he can, Bane is taking this shot. I mean, he is supremely confident from range.
And here's Maxey outside. It's rebounded by Banchero.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Outside Bane. Pass to Wagner. There's the triple. Drops in the 3. Wagner's got 5 points.
Attacking right away. Once Wagner has the ball, he doesn't even think about it. Take it and go.
Maxey passes to Embiid. George outside. Embiid, a screen on Banchero. With the floater. Nice shot by George. He's got 5.
The floater, always a hard shot to contest.
Up top Suggs. George defending. Suggs surveys the D. 5 to shoot. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow, man. And that one is stuffed right through.
Boy, a bunch of pep in his step. Suggs got up a little extra on that one.
Now here's Embiid. The rebound by Carter. Banchero against Edwards. Pass to Wagner. Banchero with a screen on Oubre. Here's Wagner. And the dunk by Wagner.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
So it's Philadelphia now. After the basket by Orlando. And stolen by Suggs. It's stolen by Oubre. Carter with it. Picked up by Embiid.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Carter against Embiid. Suggs left side. And it's good. 2 points. Suggs has gotten 4 this quarter. Well, Clark, by my count, in your career, you made all of 23 triples and hit a respectful 34%.
23 over a, what, close to 5-year career, maybe the equivalent of 3 1/4 years on the court. Yeah, the 3 ball was not being shot a lot. I will tell you, I was looking to add it to my repertoire, though, and that's the case for all of these guys playing now. Everybody is shooting 3. When Maxey has the ball, you got to keep him from getting downhill. or he's just going to take those points.
Wagner looking it over. Pass to Banchero. 6 to shoot. Here's Carter. No good. A bit long that time.
Both sides going at it. Classic good offense, first good defense.
Maxey drops in the layup for 2. Maxey's got 16 points now.
Tyrese Maxey, a really talented and explosive scorer. He can fill it up in a hurry.
Here's Suggs. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Maxey passes to Oubre. There's 25 seconds left in the second period. Back to Maxey. Man, how about that? 8 for 9 now.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense. And, you know, under the circumstances, that's a good foul. You just can't let them have that throwdown.
Taking 2 shots.
And Payne drops them both.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
A 3 from the inbound. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And that'll do it for the first half of play. Orlando ahead. They lead by 12. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up that shot.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Without question, Tyrese Maxey displaying all his skills today.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Quentin Grimes out there with Jared McCain. Then it's Trendon Watford. Then there's Jabari Walker. And it's Drummond in at the center position. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half. A nice shot by Grimes. Grimes has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Hey, it's typically a positive for this offense when he's assertive and looking to score.
Wagner with a screen. It's tipped. Here's Grimes. The 3 is up. Gets the 3 to fall. Grimes has got 7.
Not putting his head down. He continues to produce with the team trailing.
Well, injury's a nightmare for the Sixers, Grant. Last season, a league-high 55 different starting lineups.
Yeah, BA, and their lowest win total since 2016. But some silver linings. Jared McCain was on track for Rookie of the Year before he went down. And Quentin Grimes also impressive.
Drummond.
You know, Drummond always looks like he's trying to tear the basket down when he dunks.
Now here's Jones. Tight defense on him. Picked by Isaac. Jones, the pass to Isaac. And the dunk by Isaac.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Now here's Black. He's scoreless. Wagner with a screen on Walker. Here's Black. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for him. Great use of the screen. That's how you practice it and draw it up.
Wagner with a screen. Jones' shot is good. Jones has gotten his second bucket of the game.
That's where they'd like all their shots to come from.
Wagner with it. Grimes covering. Jones from outside. Rebound by Philadelphia.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, Jamal Mosley is doing a tremendous job for the Magic, and the players gravitate to his approach. He said, quote, coaching is teaching, and you can't teach yelling and screaming and hollering. You teach with communication and positivity, because that's how I think a lot of these guys will actually register it. Back to you guys.
A new school approach. Thank you, Allie.
Offensively, he's carrying his weight, doing his part. Maybe they should get the ball to him a little bit more.
Picked by Isaac. Throws it up high. And the dunk by Isaac.
You know, when he's got room to lift off, he's going to power home these alley-oops. Jonathan Isaac. You got to keep an eye on him, folks.
Fast break. Here comes Philadelphia. And Walker gets it to go on the assist by McCain.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Oh, nice shot by Grimes.
You'd certainly like to see a little better rim protection right there.
Jones feels it out. Driving in. And the layup is good off the glass. Jones has got his third basket on the night right there. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Grimes. And he slams it in one-handed.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Here's Black. No good on the 3. And so it's Orlando closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their dominant. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays, night in and night out.
First team foul.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. So for Orlando right now, on the wing, it'll be Bain and Wagner. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Suggs in at the point. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
So tough trying to slow down Suggs, especially when he gets it going, because he's persistent and relentless.
Floats one up, and Maxey with the layup. Maxey's got 20 points.
That's the finesse part of his game right there, lofting in that little teardrop.
Magic leading by 7. Now Suggs. No one near him. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Pass to Banchero. It's hauled in by Oubre. Philadelphia shooting 71%. Their offense has looked unstoppable all game long. Back to Embiid. Now Maxey. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Banchero.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
George with it. Now Carter defending. Poke loose. And the Magic pushing it up now. George against Banchero. Cleared away by Embiid. 76ers trail by 9. George left side, and they go to the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And so Banchero will bring it up for the Orlando Magic. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Ooh, Banchero getting it done and tight.
I mean, 6'10", about 250. Banchero imposing his will inside.
Jalen Suggs. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
That's good from George. George hits them both.
Paul George, one of the most versatile and dynamic players in the league. I mean, he does a lot for his team offensively and defensively, which I think frees up the other guys to do their thing.
Suggs against George. Banchero with a screen on George. And no one in the vicinity.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Banchero has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer.
Carter rips down the board. Magic leading by 11. Here's Suggs. Carter inside. Working on George. And there's a 3-second violation. The 76ers have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. And Maxey, here we go. Oh, ho, ho! That's a man on a mission right there.
This is Maxey at his best, attacking the lane and finishing at the rack.
Banchero against Oubre. Banchero outside, picked by Carter. Shot clock at 5. Banchero surveys. Payne outside. Goes again. And he gets the jumper to fall.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Wagner, here he goes. He gets it to go off the sweet move.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Orlando with the ball. And here's Banchero. So no problem for Orlando as they get the win. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by.
look at the starting group for the Magic. Running out on the wings, they'll have Bane and Wagner.
Here we go.
Down low, it's Banchero and Carter. And it's Suggs in at the point. And for the Hawks, the backcourt guards are Young and Daniels. The post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. And it's Rizachet in at the 3. So tonight, Tim, we got a fantastic matchup at the guard position. Indeed, some of the best in the league going head-to-head.
Yeah, this is the very top of the food chain when it comes to guard play in this league. Really no weaknesses out there for either backcourt.
Here's Banchero for 3. Rebound by the Hawks.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here is Daniels. Banchero grabs the board.
Well, give the defender credit. Sometimes it's enough to force the miss.
Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
Those are the type of turnovers that kill you. Just an unforced error.
Here's Young. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Quinn Snyder. Coach and I talked about the ways that Paolo Banchero is used on offense and how his defense will respond. He said with Paolo, he can deploy in any area of the floor and be effective. Personally, I think he's the most dangerous at the elbows, but he can go to work anywhere. You have to know where he is at all times. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you once again, Allie. Now, here's Suggs, following the miss by Porzingis. Banchero has screen on Young. And a wide open look for Bane. Sinks the triple.
And he just lights it up from downtown. Bane, so dangerous from out there.
And for such a young team, Greg, pretty impressive how well the Magic defend.
And that's their identity. They are elite at that end of the floor, and they force turnovers at a really high clip. Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Now, here's Wagner. Knocked away. Carter kicks to Suggs. Back to Carter. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Rizachet. Tried to bank it in, but he missed. The Hawks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Outside, Porzingis gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And Porzingis will make you pay if you collapse off of him. That's just inviting trouble.
Carter sets the pick for Suggs. With the teardrop, and then Carter with the jam.
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standard, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
Now, here is Young. With the drive. Daniels against Bane. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Paolo Banchero. That's his first foul.
And it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Porzingis with a screen on Suggs. Young, no good. And so it's Bane who brings up the ball for the Magic. To the wing right side. Banchero finds Bane. Banchero has screen on Young. Jacks up a 3. Bane, no good. The Hawks have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Johnson sets the screen for Young, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Now, here's Suggs. Still without a basket, and that one is off. Outside Daniel. There's the triple. Drills it from outside.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And Wagner drives in and finished off by Wagner.
So smooth off the bounce. Wagner makes it look easy. You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Porzingis.
And that's a smart foul there. Instead of giving up the easy deuce, send him to the line. And on paper, Paolo Banchero has so many appealing attributes. His size, build, the ability to find shots. You can easily see why scouts were enamored with this guy as a prospect. Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Banchero is screened for Wagner. And the layup falls. Wagner's got his second bucket of the night.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Young from outside. Tie game in Atlanta. And we'll be back with you right. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
When you spread the floor and force defenses to close out to the three-point line, it's going to create driving lanes.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. The guard pair form will be Suggs and Bane. Wagner is in the front court alongside Banchero. And it's Carter in at the 5 spot. Now, here's Bane. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Striking fast inside. Bane isn't going to miss a chance at a look like that.
Out to Porzingis. The 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. And you watch Paolo Banchero. GA offensively, he is a load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with the spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force. Very little resistance against that throwdown.
No, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
Wagner looking it over. And finished off by Wagner.
Oh, what a slam from Wagner. When he gets that close, he is going for it.
And Daniels up top, guarded by Bane. Porzingis with a screen on Bane. Porzingis kicks to Daniels. It's stolen by Carter. And the foul on Dyson Daniels. That is his first foul of the game. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Suggs. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
No, bigger than your average guard. Suggs can score all around the floor, including down low.
Young against Suggs. The 3. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Banchero's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And it's Carter missing.
He bailed out the defense because that's an easy look for him.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Porzingis sets the pick for Daniels. Out to Porzingis. Here's Rizachet. He's defended by Wagner. 4 on the clock. Tim, and maybe I'm asking the wrong guy this, but are teams relying too much on the three-point shot?
Well, I do think there are nights I feel it becomes a little redundant, but the skill level of these players, Kevin, has led us here. More guys are capable of making that deep shot, so I don't see it going away anytime soon.
And the skill required to do it, no one knows that more than you. The skill required is just something else.
Consistency is what teams are looking for.
1:29 left to play here in the half. Banchero is screened for Wagner. Carter sets the pick for Wagner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Carter. A fresh 14 for Orlando. Banchero outside. And that one is good. Banchero's got the lead up to 8 now for Orlando.
And great work inside. This is where Banchero feasts.
Young passes to Porzingis. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. 7 points for Porzingis.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
40 seconds left here in the second. Carter, and then Carter with the dunk.
Playing with some force on the interior. You gotta love Carter Jr. playing with that level of physicality.
Magic leading by 8. Outside, Suggs. And Wagner has it in the corner. Young against Suggs. Banchero is screened for Suggs. And he gets it to go.
And this is a guy who is really comfortable with the ball in his hands. Suggs so dangerous in the pick and roll.
And Young kicks to Porzingis. It could go. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Orlando with a 10-point lead. Thank you, Allie. And folks, don't go away. Halftime is here. And we'll be right back with you after this break. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Porzingis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Well, defensively, you'd like to force the ball out of his hands and make someone else beat you, but that's easier said than done.
We've got Luke Kennard. He's out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And Gay is in at the power forward position. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. Now, here's Isaac. And that's going to be a travel. The Hawks trail by 7. Okongwu with the screen for Kennard. Out to the right wing. Okongwu finds Alexander-Walker. Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Black, defended by Alexander-Walker. Black with it. Nothing on the board. Count that one.
And one area Isaac must continue to improve upon. Has the size to dominate inside. Now just needs to add the muscle.
Now, here's Kennard. 7-point differential. Into the lane. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Here's Black. Wagner passes to Black. And he lays it straight in. Black's got his first points in this one.
And I like the fact they didn't settle there. They worked for a higher percentage shot.
Pass to Gay. Alexander-Walker on the wing. Clock at 6. A 3-ball. Traps in the tray. Alexander-Walker's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Black, defended by Alexander-Walker.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
When you have someone running point who's also a factor at the rim like that, it's a huge advantage.
And again, Atlanta with the triple.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Here's De Silva. He has yet to score.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Over in the corner, Isaac. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. You know, the pregame routine is something I know you embraced, and we see that with guys like Curry and Durant. We've heard a lot about what they do. What was the most important part of your pregame regimen, Tim?
Well, you know, Kevin, for me, I was really going to be judged based on catch and shoot percentages. Can I get off threes and can I make threes? So for me, it was all about high volume three-point shooting before the game, getting comfortable from every spot on the floor where I may get a shot.
And same routine every game?
Every game, same thing, and I made sure, of course, I finished on that make.
Wow. Black in the post, defended by Alexander Walker. Here's De Silva. Another miss by Orlando. Atlanta has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. That ties the game. Alexander Walker's got 8 points here in this quarter.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
And now the big question, can they sustain the momentum?
And stolen by Okongwu. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the third. Back to Alexander Walker. 5 on the clock for the lead. Can't get the layup. The Magic have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Wagner kicks to Isaac. Back to Wagner. He gets it up. No good on the last second attempt there. That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. We'll be back. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Well, Orlando shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. And so in the game for the Magic, Wagner is out there with Isaac. Then there's Howard. Then there's Anthony Black. And it's De Silva in at the small forward position. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Now Young, after the missed 3 from Desmond Bain. Now Suggs pushing it up. No one to stop him. They retain possession. Banchero outside. Another shot. Shooting foul as the witness. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
The ruling on the floor stands.
The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review, that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Atlanta.
What you like about Banchero, he's built to carry an offense in both temperament and talent.
Outside, Porzingis. Back to Daniels. Here's Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
Well, right now they have the momentum, but you've got to watch it. This league has big swings.
Now, here's Wagner. And they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Here's Porzingis. Outside Daniel. 2 free throws coming up, and here we go with the coach's challenge. A surprise in a competitive game like this, and he's disputing the personal foul call.
2 shots.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now, here's Suggs. Takes the 3. It misses. For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. On the wing, Daniels, guarded by Bane. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Orlando's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Wagner with it, now guarded by Porzingis. It's Carter, high post. He's against Porzingis.
That's just a strong take by Wendell Carter Jr. playing with some fire tonight.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Magic.
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket, and watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
And something else that has stood out to me is the defense hasn't had any chance at stopping them in the mid-range.
Here's Daniels. 6 to shoot. Oh, what a finish!
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And Carroll was screened for Suggs. Carter with a screen on Daniel. Doesn't get that one.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
And this is the time when you want to lock it down defensively. Thus far, not happening.
And that's been the theme of the night. Stringing together stops has been difficult.
Using that momentum to just prepare for liftoff. Suggs were a problem on the drive.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That is his first foul of the game. Bane against Daniel. Porzingis sets the pick for Daniel. Shot clock at 5. Off the glass. Well, as we move into the 4th, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Suggs against Daniel. Here's Carter.
And he's a crafty, kind of an old school big. Carter Jr. knows how to keep defenders off balance.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And so both free throws good that time. That puts him ahead.
And that was huge right there. Just as cool as he could be. And he's been clutch at the line there in a very tense moment. Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
What a big-time shot. Those are the moments you dream about as a kid.
Now, here's Suggs. Daniels pulls it down. 29 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Porzingis with a screen on Bane. Porzingis with the ball, now defended by Bane.
give at this point. A three and nothing but a three will do here.
Yeah, to tie it up, absolutely. Let's see what they run here.
Pankiro. And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. What a show they put. And as always, Allie, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us.
Then it's Maxey. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's George in at shooting guard. And for Atlanta, Johnson and Porzingis, they're inside. Daniels and Risache out on the perimeter. And it's Young in at the 1. And one thing we expect to see tonight, great guard play on both sides.
Well, these matchups can be so compelling. You know you're going to get elite ball handling, passing, shot creation. No question, this one's going to be entertaining to watch.
Here's Embiid, following the score by Atlanta. Out to Oubre, just 5 to shoot. Here's George. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Pass to Porzingis. The kick out to Johnson. The teardrop. And he gets the bucket.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Here's Maxey. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Such an explosive athlete. Maxey saw his chance and took it right to the rim.
Oh, stolen by Embiid. Fast break, Philadelphia. Pulls up. George's shot is off.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots. That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
While Maxey is an elite shooter, Tyrese is at his best using his speed, going downhill.
Sam, there's always a lot of attention on Trae Young. What do you think his defining quality is?
Well, look, Brian, he's one of the premier facilitators in the NBA. Not many players have the timing he does. Whether it's a lob or off the bounce, his passes find the mark.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And defensively, you have to make him work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
Young against Maxey. For 3, Porzingis. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists tonight.
Come on. Players as tall as Porzingis, they aren't supposed to shoot it like that.
Now here's Edwards. Kept alive. Oubre deflects the pass. Edwards, the pass to George. Nails it from 3.
Gets the ball and takes the shot. It's that easy for Paul George.
And Young, here we go. And the shot goes. Young's got his 2nd bucket on the night.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
In a lot of ways, Paul George has been the prototype of the modern swingman, Greg.
Yeah, 6'8", and with his versatile skill set, plug and play on any team. But health has been a challenge as of late. Now in his mid-30s, can he maintain that elite level?
Maxey, that's good.
Sometimes the D likes to get physical with Maxey, but he has no back down in him.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I caught up with Quinn Snyder. Coach knows that Joel Embiid is going to get his fair share of trips to the line, and he told me that's a part of his game, and he's great at it. If he can bait us into contact and still find a way to get a shot up, it's going to take a very disciplined approach from us tonight on Joel. We'll see if they're up for the task. Back over to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Yeah, and despite his size, Young is never intimidated taking it off the dribble.
That one drops for him. Maxey's got 10.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Yes, it's good.
Boy, oh boy. Both teams lighting it up to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their team.
And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
The people of the video review of the NBA
The ruling on the floor stands.
The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Free throw good, Edwards. And both free throws good for Edwards. Will stand a move by the Hawks to diversify their offense with more cutting and ball movement.
Well, it's made the Hawks tougher to defend and keeps all 5 guys engaged. As prolific as Trae Young is, it's too much to have him do it all by himself. I mean, look, Trae Young is getting whatever he wants. Just keep getting him the ball.
For 3, George. Embiid finds George. Philadelphia with another miss. Up top, Young. A big-time effort for Trae Young, providing a lot of energy for the Atlanta Hawks. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
Risache at the 3, Johnson at the 4. Trae is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt. And it's Porzingis in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Porzingis, big strides. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. And it's 9 points for Kristaps Porzingis. 76ers trail by 6. Maxey passes to Edwards. Here's George. That one drops. 3 for 6 now.
Getting it done inside. You know, I love seeing George be active on the interior.
Outside Porzingis. Porzingis punishing inside.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
Embiid, a screen on Young. Stolen by Young. And here comes the break. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Young's got 19 points.
Yeah, so smart of Young to push the pace as much as he can in transition.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, BA, they call them trap games. An opponent that, on paper, isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
The Hawks lead by 8. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Inside. Oh, got a piece of it. It's stolen by Maxey. Three-pointer Embiid. The rebound by Atlanta.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Quick into the air. Johnson, an explosive athlete who finishes with intent.
Maxey, that's good.
He's got a big speed advantage in that matchup. Could be a blow-by every single time.
Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. All right, Grant, when we talk about the range Trae Young possesses, just how dangerous can this guy be?
Well, when he's on, he's a nightmare matchup for defenses. Once he crosses half court, he's a threat to score, which in turn really helps open up the floor for everyone else on his team.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Joel Embiid is trying to stay on the court, and to that end, he's lost weight and he's embraced wearing a knee brace. He said, it's the right thing to do, giving me the support for the rest of my career. It may not look as good as it used to with the jab or the pull-up and all of that stuff, but it'll still work. BA, back to you.
Trying to stay healthy. Thanks a lot, Ali. Back to Porzingis. Fires from deep. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Young's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. To the paint. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Yeah, plenty of power behind that move from Johnson.
George, a screen on Young. Maxey, that's good.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
It's Edwards on the wing. Risache covering. George outside. Embiid from outside. Atlanta with a rebound. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Young. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Young's got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, Young is so tenacious that it balances out any of the size differential in the paint.
Porzingis sets a screen from the arc. The shot misses, and so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. The Hawks on top. Up, Ali, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Come on. Then thinking about the shot.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from Trae Young.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
And because of that, I expect to see a huge emphasis on ball control moving forward.
And the 76ers, looking at who they've got. Quentin Grimes out there with Jared McCain. Then it's Andre Drummond. Then there's Jabari Walker. And it's Watford in at the 4.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Lays it up and banks it in. Alexander Walker's gotten 4 this quarter.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Kennard outside. The three-pointer off the mark. 76ers trail by 18. Walker for 3. Kongwu with the rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
They get the rebound. Pass to Gay. Back to Okongwu. Second shot opportunity, and he lays it in. Okongwu's got his first points of the night.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible. See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
All right, Coach, let's talk about Onyeka Okongwu. What an agile player for his size.
Yeah, B.A., no question. And on both ends, too. Plus, the guy gets up in the air and then reaches out over 7 feet in wingspan. His speed at his size can be a huge advantage.
Drummond with the bucket.
Hey, that's a fantastic last-second read. Passing out of his shot.
Outside, Alexander Walker. And there's the slam! Dunk to finish it off.
Oh, man, exploding to the rim.
Yep, makes the simple play. Here's Grimes. Off target from three-point range. The Hawks lead by 20. To the middle. Here's Kennard. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
And it's really tough to catch a pass from that distance. He's asking a lot of his teammates to reel that one in.
McCain against Kennard. McCain shot is off.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Here's Alexander Walker. And it's off from three-point range. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Philadelphia shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight. 76ers trail by 21. Here's McCain. The Sixers again can't hit. The Hawks have gone 6 for 9 in the half. Here's Gay. And Atlanta misses again.
I'm not sure how he's going to explain that shot later.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Hits the three-pointer. Kennard's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. Outside Grimes. Walker for 3. Alexander Walker grabs the board. Atlanta leading by 22. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And out of bounds, the 76ers will take it. And for Philadelphia, they're shooting the ball at 46% from the floor. McCain's shot is off. McCain against Kennard. Three-pointer. Another 3 for Atlanta. There's 6 seconds left in the third. It could go. Whoa! He just got it off in time.
That was close. Now, he doesn't panic in these situations.
And so it's Atlanta, ending the period up by a staggering 23 points. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. Back after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Trey is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt. Rizachet at the 3, Johnson at the 4. And it's Porzingis in at center. So that's the Hawks 5. Johnson with a bucket.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Pass to Drummond. The rebound by Atlanta. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Here's Daniels. Knocks down the long J. Daniels has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Watford with a screen. Here's McCain. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, I've been a little surprised by how many mid-range jump shots they're taking and hitting. But so far, that seems to be the recipe that's working for them.
Well, another thing they did well was taking advantage of the holes in the defense. Very aggressive in exploiting the lack of concentration.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Embiid, he's checked in for Drummond. Oubre comes in for Watford. Edwards, he's checked in for Walker. And it's George in for Grimes. Here's Young. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. It's stolen by McCain. All alone on the break. Embiid passes to Edwards. Back to Embiid. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, a big slam!
Oh my gosh, the athleticism.
That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
Sure does.
Tyrese Maxey's checked in for the Sixers. On defense, Philadelphia. Porzingis with a screen on Maxey. Young finds Porzingis. Young drawing the double team. Oh, George with a steal! Edwards, a pass to Embiid. Off target from outside.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Here's Daniels, and the jumper falls for him.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, 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 yes type of shot.
The kick out to Edwards. Puts up a deep three. No luck on that one. Atlanta's gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Young with it, guarded now by George. Here's the floater, and the nice layup by Young. Young's got 6 here in the quarter.
Look, that is a skillful shot by Young. The floater is rarely the easiest option. Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Outside Johnson. Porzingis surveying the floor. There's the three. The rebound by Maxey.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot. And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Hawks.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Trae Young.
Well, we saw some exceptional passes from him tonight. His vision did a lot to elevate their offense.
Young, the pass to Johnson, and he can't get that one.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
It takes precision timing for sure. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Young. And Atlanta misses again. So it's Philadelphia now. Maxey passes to Embiid. From the arc. It's rebounded by Risache. For three, Porzingis. Joel Embiid with the board. And so it's Atlanta easily grabbing this one. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
NBA action is coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. A look at the 76ers starting group. They've got Edwards. Embiid is out there with Oubre. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's George in at the shooting guard position. Greg, we've got two teams that boast some serious firepower off the bench.
And that depth makes each team more difficult to defend, more unpredictable. Both sides have a lot of guys who can step up on any given night.
Here's Bane. 76ers getting the bucket. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
The pure talent of Joel Embiid knows no bounds.
Banchero, screen on Maxey, and they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Now, here's Maxey, and there's the drive. High post, Embiid. Outside, George. A floater. He takes it up and lays it in. George has got his second basket of the night.
And he takes advantage of whatever the defense gives. George can go to the finesse game if he has to. And the dunk was nice, Kevin, but the move he made to free himself up was a thing of beauty.
It sure was, Greg. What a savvy play to get into position for that jam. So there's no way around it, RJ. Last season was a disappointing one for Paul George.
Yes, it was marked by injuries and underperformance. His numbers took a big dip. The move from LA to Philly was not as easy for PG.
Now, here's Banchero. Carter sets the pick for Banchero. 5 to shoot. The shot's good from Carter.
And that's a huge body down low. When Carter Jr. gets that kind of position, there's not much you can do to stop him.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Now, here's Suggs. Banchero outside. Going inside and finished off by Banchero.
And that drive gives Banchero all the momentum he needs. And, boy, he turns it into an explosive finish.
Maxey with it. Picked up by Banchero. The shot by George. Wide open. Offline with his three. Magic have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Suggs looking around. Banchero, a screen on George. Suggs against Oubre. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. The 76ers leading. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Tyrese Maxey, a late first-round pick back in 2020, but he's become an all-star. He said, quote, "I've always had that chip with me from day one. I had to earn everything I got from a basketball perspective and make a name for myself. I try hard to foresee and envision this." Back to you guys.
The drive for greatness, something to watch. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report.
A physical scoring guard, Maxey is at home on the inside.
And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Now, here's Banchero. After the miss from Tyrese Maxey. And finished off by Banchero.
When Banchero gets in tight, that's how he likes to finish. No layup for this big guy. He's all about the finish.
Maxey up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And that one's good. Suggs has got 12 points in the game.
And really good habits paying off for Suggs. He's finding shots and drumming up points for his squad.
Maxey kicks to Edwards. Outside, George. And George with the stuff.
And holding nothing back there, George gives the dunk his all.
And Wagner drives in. That one drops for him. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Magic lead by 1. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Magic.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
Oh, man. Their mid-range jumper also has been on fire. Tough to beat a group of guys shooting with that much confidence.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Oubre out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's George. Then there's Edwards. And it's Maxey in at the 1 spot. Now, here's Banchero. At this time, his first miss in 3 attempts from the field. And now, we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks. Well, Joel Embiid rarely wanted to share all of his cards, but coming off of what he called the most important offseason of his life, he said he cares about how he'll be remembered in the game of basketball, and he understands what remains to be done.
Chasing that ring. And Shams, we appreciate the report. And it's Carter missing. Philadelphia shooting wonderfully up to this point, 67%. And it's Paul George with the finish.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Now, here's Suggs. 12 points for him.
The defense really made this an uphill battle, and he just couldn't get there.
Embiid sets the pick for Maxey. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Missed inside. The shake. And Banchero. Here we go.
And once Banchero gets going, boy, it's hard to stop him. Given his size and speed, he's going to be a handful.
George passes to Edwards. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. Bane's got his 4th rebound in this one. Oubre against Wagner. Yep, it counts. Wagner's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Crafty at cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
Bane, and he bangs it home with one hand. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Now, here's Maxey. He's got 8. George with the screen on Suggs. That's good for George on the assist by Maxey. George has got 4 points now in the quarter. And you think about the importance, RJ, of awareness and basketball IQ. What about players who don't have that, but are immensely talented?
Well, they still have to grow their IQ, and that can take time, because if you make too many mistakes, it will cap your minutes.
And Orlando has possession. They trail by 1. Carter with a screen on Maxey. Suggs dishes to Carter. Yep, that one goes. Carter's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And out of pick and roll, Carter does a great job of positioning himself for catch and finish opportunities.
And that one, good. And the 76ers lead by 1.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And that one, good. Wagner's got his third bucket of the night.
So smooth off the bounce. Wagner makes it look easy.
Now, here's George. He's got 12. Makes it off the glass.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
And finished off by Wagner.
Oh, what a slam from Wagner. When he gets that close, he is going for it.
Maxey feeling it out a bit. Oubre sets the screen for Maxey. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Jalen Suggs.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
What I love most about Maxey is his aggressive attitude. When he's out there, he keeps his foot on the gas pedal. And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
And Suggs throws it down.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Here's Oubre. It's good. Oubre's got 6 points.
And it's been an exciting game. Both teams really fighting this one out.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. 76ers ahead, up 1. We'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Oh, Wagner out there with Isaac. Then there's Black. Then there's Howard. And it's De Silva in at the small forward. This is out there for Orlando. 76ers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And this Magic team, Greg, hangs its hat on size, on switchability, and toughness.
Yeah, they contest everything and play with real discipline. For a young group, that is uncommon. And it's a big reason they've taken the lead.
Shot by Grimes, no good. The Magic trailing. There's Wagner with the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Wagner's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's McCain. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Count that one from Isaac.
And at 6'11", Isaac's able to take a hit and still get the deuce.
And they get it. McCain finds Watford. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And it's sent back by Isaac. Out left to the wing. Here's Howard. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's a 6-point Orlando lead.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Here's Grimes. De Silva with the rebound. Orlando, they've gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
And Isaac throws it down.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
Yes, this is a pivotal moment in this game. Those extra possessions right now, they just mean a little bit more.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Black. Pass to De Silva. Shot clock at 6. And a miss there on the triple. The 76ers trail by 10. And it's sent back by Isaac.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots, but it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
It's Drummond with the rebound. Philadelphia's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. McCain's shot is off.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, you need to find some sort of momentum.
I tell you, Isaac has great vision for a big man. Can see over defenders easily thanks to that size.
Drummond, can they get it? A nice shot by McCain. McCain's got it back down to single digits for the 76ers. Here's Black. He's guarded by Grimes. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, Kevin. It's important to focus on what matters. All-star and multiple champion Draymond Green said, winning has taken a back seat nowadays with a lot of these kids. They care about all the wrong things. I hope they understand that this league is about winning games at the end of the day. Guys?
It's all about results. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that gun.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Here's Watford. His three-pointers off the mark. Orlando leading by 9. 23 seconds left to play in the third. A nice shot by Black.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
And up the court come the Magic on the break. Now here's Howard. Gets it off. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Orlando holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page.
That's good.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so in the game for the 76ers, Tyrese Maxey out there with Paul George. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Oubre. And it's Edwards in at the 3-spot. George, that's a two-pointer. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
And we know George can score from all 3 levels, which is why he's capable of catching fire.
Wagner has screen on Maxey. Suggs against Maxey. 6 on the shot clock. Launches it. Tyrese Maxey grabs the miss. The 76ers trail by 12. Outside, George. The shot comes out. Great defense that time from Banchero. Outside, Bain. Outside, Suggs. Pass to Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And how about Banchero showing some passion there, going in hard and finishing right at the rim.
Here's Maxey. That's short off the rim.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Pass to Oubre. Takes the 3. The putback goes back up. And the layup is good.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Carter, he's checked in for Mo Wagner. Here's George. Jacks up a three. Cleared away by Wagner. Carroll, and there's the dunk.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Maxey, and he gets the floater to drop.
And Maxey is just terrific on the drive. His speed and ability to finish is different in so many ways.
Now Carter. Oubre with the steal. Oh, the floater is good.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
Here's Carter. Oh, the dunk.
Playing with some force on the interior. You gotta love Carter Jr. playing with that level of physicality.
Maxey fired. There's the jumper. Nice one.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Suggs. Embiid there for the rebound. The 76ers trail by 12. Oubre. Carroll vacuums it in. Magic have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the fourth.
And Carroll doesn't back down from anyone, which is why he's able to draw those fouls.
At the line for two.
Both free throws good from Carroll. Philadelphia has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And George, here we go. No good there.
Whatever rhythm he had last quarter, it has left his body. He is having a hard time finding buckets.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Magic.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jalen Suggs.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
Bane with it, picked up by Edwards. Edwards against Bane, fires from 18, and it misses. Philadelphia with the ball. 17-point game. He's off from 3. And so the Magic can now just hold on to the ball. Now, Wagner. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put it.
take up the front court. On the wing, it'll be Bane and Wagner. And it's Suggs in at the 1. So Atlanta will get the first possession. We've got a good matchup in the guard position tonight, Clark. Should be a fun battle for the fans.
I agree. I mean, every kid loves to dribble and shoot, so it's a blast to watch the pros do it, the best in the world. Plus, if there's any ankle breaking going on tonight, you know it's going viral.
Suggs, no good. Young looking for an opening. Porzingis with a screen on Bane. Outside Porzingis. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist.
This is why Porzingis is special. I mean, exceptional accuracy from range for a man of his size.
Here's Suggs. Banchero outside. The rebound by Atlanta. And here's Young. And it's Wendell Carter with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Porzingis with a screen on Suggs. And Young, here we go.
Wagner takes a lot of pride in trying to make a defensive impact and does a good job contesting the shot there.
Suggs against Daniels. Suggs outside, down low. Carter can't get it to go.
Give the defense credit there. Normally, that's 2 points.
After 2 consecutive first-round exits, the Magic now looking to take the next step, Clark.
You know, B.A., making the playoffs was the first step for this young core. And now that they have some experience, they've added some talent, too. So they're determined to continue to progress towards championship contending status. A terrific offensive rebounder. Carter Jr. excels using that big body of his to take advantage on the boards.
Outside Porzingis. Suggs against Young. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Now here's Wagner. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Wagner knows how to handle his business inside, mainly due to how much confidence he brings to the court.
Porzingis with a screen on Suggs. Young on the attack. And that one's good. Young's got 5.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Carter. Over Daniels. And another basket for Orlando.
This is where Carter Jr. looks to score from, using his size to his advantage.
Young from long range. Porzingis passes to Young. Back to Porzingis. Beyond the arc. Gets the 3 to fall. Porzingis has got his second basket of the game.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Wagner, the pass to Banchero. To the inside. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
That reach of Porzingis is just outrageous. I mean, I love when he uses it on defense to stifle shooters.
Outside Young. Clock at 6. The 3. And it's Bane with the rebound.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
And this is why you must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.
Young against Suggs. They kick it out to Porzingis. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Defenses struggle with Porzingis in the paint. I mean, he's able to shoot right over most defenders.
Suggs against Daniels. It's tipped. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Left side, Young. Add that to his line. Now 3 for 6.
And such a skillful shooter. Young going with the gentle make.
Bain serving the D. Down low. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one.
Kristaps Porzingis getting it done for the Hawks. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Back to the game after this break. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the Hawks here in this one?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Suggs and Bain team up as the backcourt. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Wagner in at small forward. That's who's out there for Orlando. Here's Young. Great D that time from Suggs. Magic trail by 5. Pass to Carter. Rebounded by Johnson. And Young has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. There's the screen by Johnson. Suggs against Young. Johnson a screen on Suggs. Young from long range. Rebound by the Magic. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Porzingis sets a screen, fires the 3, and once again off the mark by Atlanta. Banchero against Porzingis. Banchero drives. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Oh, so ferocious on the drive. I mean, have to be impressed watching Banchero just throw it down.
Here's Young. Young with a nice take to the rim.
Boy, he is fundamentally sound. Tough cover.
Well, Clark, when we watch Paolo Banchero play, you can forget he's 6'10".
And he's a locomotive. I mean, he's probably 255 pounds, and all of it is cable wire. I mean, that's why he went first overall. That combination of skill, ball handling, dexterity, agility, and force. He's 25 points a game and also 5 assists. At his size, you don't see that kind of production.
Pass to Porzingis. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Daniels. No points so far. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Risache. 4-3. Johnson. The kick out to Young. Porzingis sets a screen.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Boy, that is great defense from Suggs. He's got all the tools to lock you down and lock you up.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Second team foul.
A minute 53 left in the first half of this one. Carter, a screen on Daniels. The 3 from Suggs. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Porzingis with a screen on Bain. And Young, here we go. The 3 ball. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Young. Young's got his 4th assist with that last one. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you, guys. Well, Paolo Banchero has the Seattle skyline tattooed on his shoulder, and he says guys from there naturally have a chip on our shoulder because we feel like we're not seen as much as some of the other places around the country. Being born and raised, my mom and dad from there, it's in my blood. Back to you.
A lot of pride in his hometown. Thanks a lot, Allie. Oh, Porzingis getting it done inside.
Boy, coach has to love seeing Porzingis scoring like this. I mean, he is totally locked in so far tonight.
To win the drought. And it's Wagner missing. Atlanta leading by 8. Outside Young. Outside Porzingis. Back to Young. Young drives it in from the low block. From 17, and another basket for Atlanta.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Hey, no good. Atlanta has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Young against Bain. Outside Porzingis. The kick out to Johnson. Porzingis with a screen on Banchero. That'll do it for the first half. The Hawks on top, up by 10. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. It has been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And Atlanta, looking at who they've got. We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. He's out there with Luke Kennard. And it's a Kongwu in at the 5, roaming the paint. Kennard with it. Wagner picks him up to the right side. Back to Kennard. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Wagner.
Impressive closeout on a skilled shooter. That is how you defend shots from downtown.
Here's Howard. And he makes it on the layup. Howard's got his first bucket in this one. Well, Clark, for a while there, it looked like the center position might be going extinct. Not so fast, though.
Well, you've seen Embiid and Jokic win MVPs recently. It's a skills game for sure, but size always helps. That's a gimme right there. That's exactly what you want.
Black outside. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Good D by Kongwu. Pass to Gay. Now here's Alexander-Walker. To the left wing. Kongwu has the open look. And again, it's Atlanta.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Wagner for 3. On target from range. Wagner's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Kongwu, the pass to Kennard. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Kongwu finds Kennard. 5 on the clock. Picked up by Kongwu. Kennard with it. No made baskets yet. It's stolen away. Here we go, 1-on-1. Here's Black. And rejected. And they'll keep possession. Here's Howard. Back to Black. Pass to Isaac. Another shot. And he lays it up and in.
At 6'10" and athletic, Isaac's a real threat on the offensive board. That's why you got to box him out.
Kongwu, a screen on Howard. Now Kongwu for 3. De Silva with a rebound. Oh, deflected. Here's Gay. Isaac covering. Pass to Kongwu. Here's Gay on the wing. Alexander-Walker. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Well, with Shaquille Alexander-Walker, Clark, his versatility may be his greatest asset.
Yeah, I agree with you there, B.A. I mean, he can initiate the offense if he needs to. He can certainly score off the catch and make plays off the dribble. He's got good positional size at about 6'5", and he can guard multiple positions. Well, this guy packs a nice skill set, Jonathan Isaac. A slender big man who has nice range and is a superb defender already.
Outside, Alexander-Walker. No good again that time. Magic trail by 5. Black, right side. Blocked! And here's Okongwu for 3. Counted from distance. Okongwu's got 5.
That's clearly a recent trend. Big guys who can shoot it from distance.
Now here's Black, covered by Alexander-Walker. Pass to Gay. Back to Alexander-Walker. And here's Kennard, guarded by Howard. They set the screen. 6 to shoot. Kennard can't get it to go. The Magic have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Here's De Silva. Oh my! Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Looking at who's out there now for Orlando. Carter, he's checked in for Wagner. Banchero comes in for Isaac. Desmond Bain, he's checked in for Howard. And Suggs is subbed in for Black. Up top, Young. The floater. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Wagner and Banchero, the lethal front court pair. Suggs and Bain team up as the backcourt, and it's Carter in at the center position. That's who's out there for Orlando. And a deep 3 from Young. It's rebounded by Wagner. And so Wagner will bring it up for the Magic, trailing by 5. Driving to the basket, and the layup is good off the glass.
Wagner's teammates encourage him to attack the rim. They love to see him be aggressive. Given these results, you can understand why that's the case.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Hawks.
What a performance for Beyond the Arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
And, you know, the more they penetrated, the more they realized the defense wasn't able to stop them. So they just kept doing it. He's about as calm as you can be at the stripe.
Here's Wagner. The rebound by Atlanta. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Young. Showing off his agility and touch inside. Trae Young.
Yeah, there's Trae Young getting it done inside.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Young inside. He's covered by Suggs. Count it. And now it's a 9-point Hawks lead.
It's amazing what Young can do out there offensively. He just reads the defense so well. Wagner on the wing. Ricochet covering.
Outside Bancaro. Yes, sir! Hits the jumper.
Not the best of shot selection there, but you know what? You do not look a gift horse in the mouth.
Here's Porzingis. Yes, sir! It's good!
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Suggs. Johnson with the rebound. The Hawks lead by 9. Outside Young. Outside Porzingis.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Oh! Touches it off the glass.
Yeah, Porzingis showing you persistence there, just doing a nice job staying with it and finding a way to capitalize.
Porzingis, no good on the free throw. The Magic have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started.
Woo! This energy is unmatched.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Young against Suggs. Outside Young. And he drives in. Count it!
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Bottom of the bucket.
Suggs. A thunderous two-hander with authority.
Suggs showing you some major bounce right there. He went way upstairs on that one.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Hawks.
Absolute fireworks. They were unstoppable, Grant.
Yeah, just relentless from start to finish. And the pace was furious. Ultimately, they wore out the other team.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Trae Young.
He ran things with precision, great command of the offense, putting his teammates in all the right spots.
Wagner, he takes it in, and a one-handed slam. And they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, BA, you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock and don't turn it over.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Young. From way back. And so it's Atlanta easily grabbing this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time